thank you for joining us. My name is Kristen. I am one of the hosts of RedTie Live, and we are here at Torque Brewing today, and we're with one of our partners from RedTie Live. We've got Chris from Pegcity Pickups. Chris, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this afternoon.
Thank you for having me here. It's pretty awesome.
So tell me a little bit about your company. What do you do?
So what I do is I hand build, hand wind guitar pickups. And that's the,
short and sweet.
The deal. I mean,
that's what you do.
Yeah.
So I am not a musician, so they may have picked the wrong person to do this interview with you. But what I understand about guitar pickups is that they can really change the sound a guitar puts out, right? So,
absolutely.
Do you build guitars, or you just do the pickups, or do people bring guitars to you and get you to add the pickups?
I focus just on the pickup.
Okay.
Because even though it's such a small little device, there is so much to putting it together and voicing it the way people want. So I focus primarily on that, and I work with guitar builders throughout Canada, and the ones that hand build the guitars, and I supply the pickups for their instruments that they're selling.
Do you also sell to people that like just want to switch out their stuff and have fun? Would you say like is more what part of that is more?
It's
of your
more
business?
players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I deal more with players. Builders, I'd say I have 6 builders right now that I work exclusively with, and I'm always looking for more to help out with their builds. But primarily, it's guitar players that are always looking for, they're refining their tone. Yeah, and one of the things that got me into the guitar pickup more than anything was I'm that guitar player that spent years, especially when I was younger, different type of amps, different type of speakers, pedals.
And what happens when you mix this combination with
all
that?
All these things, right? And always chasing that fine sound that I want to hear every time I play my instrument. And every guitar player is eventually chasing that. And it really does start with the foundation. You can have the best gear, but you need to also have that strong foundation, and that's the pickup.
And forgive my ignorance here, but like, is there like a mechanical or an electrical component to building pickups? Like, do you need to know about electronics to make this work for electric guitars?
You don't need to be like an electrician, or you don't have to any real specific training. You just have a good understanding of basic mathematics, how to calculate. So your pickup is it's an electrical transducer. So it has miles of thin copper wire wrapped around magnets.
Okay.
So what that's doing is actually sitting passively, waiting for the guitar strings, which also have magnetic properties, to react together. And then it creates an electrical current.
You guys are getting a science lesson here today. This is great.
So yeah, exactly. So it's sitting there, it's doing nothing, but as soon as you excite the magnetic field and then it reacts with the magnets and the strings, it creates an electrical current. And that electrical current is what ultimately creates the sound. So what I'm trying to do is control that current itself. The output rating mixed with the inductance rating, the capacitance. So there are certain electrical things that you have to study and understand. How the relationship between them work together, and then you refine that into what I feel is the best sound.
Okay, that's super interesting. That's something I never would have thought to look up or look into. So it's really cool to learn something new on a random Sunday.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories, like have you made a pickup for someone in particular that you were really excited about?
I just wound a set this morning actually for a guitar player, instrumental, and recording artist in BC named Paul Pegcity.
Okay.
He's kind of folky type music, but an amazing guitar player, and when he emailed me and asked me to custom build a set of pickups for a guitar he's building himself, I just geeked out like crazy.
Nice, that's
I
very
actually
cool.
listen to his music when I'm winding certain coils that I'm...
Oh, interesting.
So my vintage or my older type voicings that a lot of older guitar players like, I tend to listen to certain music while I'm doing it and kind of get in the zone and kind of, try and add that feel of the music into how I'm traversing the coil.
I love that. That's very cool. And it's an interesting example of how things come full circle.
Yeah. Right? So like my heavy metal pickups, I listen to lots of heavy metal. My pickups that are voiced more for rock or punk rock, I'll throw those genres on and I'll get that in my head and and I'll build
And
pickups.
it finds its way into the physical product.
At least I hope it does,
I'm a
or at
believer
least
in
I think it
that.
does.
I truly believe in that kind of stuff, for sure. So if people wanted to find out more about your company, where would you direct them?
Anywhere.
You got a website.
www.pegcitypickups.com. Yeah, absolutely. Instagram at Pegcity Pickups, Facebook as well. You can reach me, Chris, at pegcitypickups.com. Generally, most people I deal with email because most people want custom voicing or whatever. But yeah, if you know the internet, you can find me.
Okay,
Absolutely.
excellent. And Chris, while we have you here, just want to say thank you so much for being a partner in this RedTie Live thing. We can't do it without partners
Absolute
like
pleasure.
you. And so I just wanted to get a couple thoughts from you on just how important it is for people within a scene, even though you do very different things, just to kind of work together and what you get out of that.
100%. Well, because the music scene is, the biggest music scene is the underground sort of music scene, right? We all know what we hear on the radio and this and that, but the local scene and the local people
lifeblood.
the people you deal with. I dealt with Quest Music for years, buying guitars and amps, and just through that relationship alone, they carry my product on their shelves, which is really cool. So I should have added that in. Yes, you can find me at Quest Music.
Okay, good to know.
But yeah, you work with all these people that play different instruments and different music, and it's such a great community. I've met so many really cool people since I fired it up as a business 2 years ago. Met so many really cool people. Al and Casper in BC, the Cultured Guitarist, have invited me this year to work with them on a project where they build a guitar and then they do a charitable giveaway with that guitar.
Nice.
So I can't give any more details on what it'll be or how it's going to look or anything.
Stay tuned to the socials. You'll be filled in at the appropriate time.
So many cool things going on in the local scenes around Canada and in Winnipeg, and you meet really cool people. So
that's awesome.
Always happy to help out.
So Chris, thank you so much for your time, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a second, please check out Pegcity Pickups all over the interwebs. You're just a few clicks away from finding out more.
Find your tone.